Did you know that the most effective communication isn't actually spoken? In fact, up to 93% of communication is nonverbal. Ever wondered why some people can effortlessly make a conversation while others struggle? It's all about the power of communication. It's more than just words, it's the lifeblood that connects us, that fuels our personal professional relationships. And yet, it's not always easy. We all know the feeling of being tongue-tied or the frustration when our words are misunderstood. Enter the Communication Book, 44 Ideas for Better Conversations Every Day. This book is not just a guide, it's a journey into the art and science of communication. It presents practical tips, techniques, and ideas that can make conversation not easier, but more enjoyable. It's about transforming the simple act of talking into a powerful tool for connection. Communication is a skill, and like any skill, it can be honed and improved. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover some of the most intriguing ideas from this book that can transform the way we communicate. And to end on a lighter note, here's a classic joke. Why don't we ever tell secrets on a farm? Because the potatoes have eyes, the corn has ears, and the beans stalk. So remember, always be mindful of where and how you communicate. Do you feel awkward during small talk? You're certainly not alone, but trust me, it could be worse. Have you heard about my friend Bob? Bob was at a corporate party, saw a woman standing alone, and decided to engage in small talk. His opener? Did you know that a cockroach can survive a nuclear explosion? It was an attempt to seem interesting, but it fell flat. You could practically hear the crickets chirping, but the book presents a better way. It suggests that small talk is not just about filling the silence with random bug facts or killing time. It's actually a fundamental skill that paves the way for deeper connections. If Bob had read the book, he would have known to be genuinely interested in the other person. This builds rapport and makes the conversation more engaging. He would have asked open-ended, encouraging the other person to share more about themselves. And he would have listened actively, responding to what the other person is saying instead of just waiting for his turn to spit out more insect trivia. So, next time you find yourself in a situation that requires small talk, be better than Bob. Remember, small talk is the stepping to deeper conversations, not an opportunity to share your encyclopedia of insect facts. Do you know that listening can be more powerful than speaking? It's a surprising thought, isn't it? But that's the premise of active listening, a concept beautifully presented in our Book of Focus. Now, speaking of active listening, let me share a funny story. I was once at a family gathering where my aunt was discussing her new gardening hobby. She was so excited, explaining how she'd been growing all kinds of herbs and vegetables. My uncle, known for his sense of humor, and not so much for his listening skills, was only half paying attention. He picked up on the word herbs and assumed was talking about cooking. So he enthusiastically asked her how the rosemary roasted potatoes tasted. My aunt, completely baffled, responded, "Well, that would be great if I had a rosemary plant, but I just said I planted Rosemary, your cousin, in the front yard." We all had a good laugh. My uncle most of to our topic. Active listening is about more than just hearing the words spoken. It's about understanding the emotions and intentions cloaked within those words. It's about diving beneath the surface, stepping into the other's shoes, and truly empathizing with their perspective. So how do we develop effective active listening skills? Well, the book suggests a few tips. First, we need to resist the urge to interrupt or interject. Let the speaker finish their thought. Second, we need to show that we're engaged. Simple responses like nodding or offering a thoughtful can go a long way. Lastly, we need to reflect on what's been said, paraphrasing or summarizing to ensure we fully understood. Active listening is a gift that we can give to others, making them feel heard, understood, and valued. Ever found yourself in a tense standoff with your roommate over who ate the last slice of pizza? It's a familiar situation, and one that's thoroughly examined in the book, The Communication Book, 44 Ideas for Better Conversation Every Day. Difficult dialogues are a part of our daily life. It's a small quarrel with a friend, a stressful office meeting, or a delicate family chat. These discussions can be an origin of worry and tension, but they don't have to be. With the right approach, like the one in the pizza scenario, where instead of starting a blame game, you could have asked your roommate how you both can ensure this doesn't happen again, they can be navigated effectively, leading to growth and understanding. The book suggests multiple strategies for managing these conversations. One of them is active listening, ensuring that you comprehend the other person's perspective before replying. Another strategy is controlling your emotions, concentrating on the matter at hand, rather than allowing your sentiments to dictate your responses. Additionally, it encourages us to be receptive to feedback, as this can assist us in developing and enhancing our communication skills. Difficult conversations, when managed well, can bolster growth and understanding, and even prevent pizza thefts. So what can we take away from these nuggets of wisdom on communication? Well, first and foremost, communication is not just an art. It's a superpower that can turn average Joes and Janes into superheroes. It's not just about flinging words, thoughts, and ideas around like a superhero tosses a shield, but about understanding and relating to others. Next, we stepped into the world of small talk. It's not just meaningless gibberish, but the secret handshake that lets us into the club of deeper, meaningful conversations. Then we turned our attention to the superpower of active listening. It's not just about hearing words, it's about decoding the feelings and intentions behind them, like a superhero deciphers secret codes. It's about making the other person feel like they're in the spotlight, not the shadow. Then, there's the art of handling sticky conversations. It's about keeping cool, showing empathy, and finding a middle ground, even if it seems as elusive as a superhero's secret lair. Remember, these are skills that can be honed, just like sharpening a weapons, and remember, every conversation is a chance to learn, evolve, and connect. So let's not just talk, let's communicate. After all, why just chat when you can super chat? Now that's a conversation worth having.
Boing, 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 boing.